Welcome back to Tell Me Something Good. I'm your host, Jackie.
And I'm Jelly.
And today we're going to just answer some questions that we asked. We asked Instagram to let us know if they had any questions about anything, and we would discuss. And we have a few, but first, and then we're going to talk about current events. All right, we got to tell you something. We already shot this episode, but then we realized that the sound...
Yeah, I didn't hit record on the sound.
So we're redoing it, and we're trying our hardest to make it feel natural.
Yeah.
But it's not easy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But we're going to go with it, roll with it. So Jelly, and Jelly already drank her entire White Claw. So she was sipping on it on the...
Yeah, that's what I think. No, I wasn't drinking before, though. I'm like, maybe I was too late to push the button, but...
She was sipping on it when we were recording it. And it was like about an hour, I think. Mm-hmm. And then she finished it. So now...
I'm feeling a little lit.
All right. So, Jelly, and I'm sorry, but this microphone keeps, like, going down. How do I do it? I was like, whatever. All right, Jelly, tell me something good.
My something good for this week is that my... It's so hard to do this.
Let me guess.
How'd you know?
Let me guess. It's your mom and your dad's birthday.
Exactly, y'all. So it's the month of August. So both of my parents' birthday is this month. And I feel like every year...
August 12th and August 18th.
August 13th.
Oh.
But, yeah, I feel like every year I'm just more grateful for their birthdays and anybody's birthday that I know. You know, you just appreciate everything more. So, yeah, I'm excited to celebrate my parents. Shout out to my mom and dad.
Yeah, and we were, talking about how the older, that we get, we appreciate the time that we have with our parents and our family, and it's just special. Very, very special.
Yeah, and just, I feel like parents really have unconditional love. Like, that's... like now that I have a kid too, I'm like, oh my God, them dealing with me when I was a teenager had to be so hard. Or, I don't know, you just start to see things more from your parents' view when the older you get.
And you realize how patient they were with you, because they had a lot of patience for me and my siblings.
Yeah, and at that age, like, you think you know it all, and it's just like, yeah.
I'd be like, kid, I feel like our parents are just... I feel like my parents were always very nice, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, compared to a lot of people, like, I guess that's why you feel more blessed, because you're like, wow, everybody didn't have parents who had their best interest or taught them things. Or because I was thinking about how I remember when you're younger, you don't see their reasoning behind things, like even like having a bedtime. Like, I used to have a bedtime, and I would be like so mad as a kid, and it's like, well, now I have a really good sleep schedule and I see it that way. Or I wasn't allowed to have a TV in my room and little things like that, where I don't know, I feel like they really prioritize like family time and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's how my parents were too. They took our phones like at 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
They had them in the room. And even when we were eating, no phones. We never had TV on while we were eating either.
Yeah, and we ate at the table, like things like that.
We ate at the table every day. Like,
yeah.
It was just 5:30 p.m. We're all eating.
Yeah.
And we all had our own chores after. Yeah. Like, everyone knew what their...
Exactly, chores. And it would be, for us, it would be like 1 week I clean the kitchen, 1 week they, And I feel like you don't realize it at that age, how it's building you to be an adult.
Yeah.
But I remember, I had a bedtime of 9 p.m. and I was so mad. I remember because back then, you remember after 9, it was free minutes, like you could talk. And like, and I remember
that.
My boyfriend would call me at 9, and I'd be like, well, I can't talk to you.
It's my bedtime.
Yeah.
They're smart though.
Yeah.
Because nothing good happens.
Exactly.
In the dark.
Exactly.
At that age.
So yeah. So I feel like I'm just appreciating that I'm ready to celebrate them, and yeah, blessed.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
So you tell me something good.
Something good is that this whole week has been kind of rainy, and I love me a rainy day. I just love the smell of the rain. I love the sound of the rain. Now, I do feel bad for anyone that was affected by the rain.
What was the name of? Was it a hurricane?
Debbie.
Was it really?
I think so. Hurricane Debbie. Deborah.
That's funny because I had an old coworker named that, and she was a character.
Well, Debbie came in, and I think that was her name. But I do love the rain. I love just chilling at home. Yeah, me too. I'm like a homebody. We talked about this earlier. It's just being a homebody. I don't like driving in the rain.
Yeah, same.
I'm the girl with the blinkers on, pulled over on the side of the road. I'm not risking it.
Because it's really easy to like hydroplane or like I feel like it is really dangerous.
I hydroplane on puddles.
Same.
I am not risking it. And not only that, the cars around you.
Yeah.
You know,
some people are speeding, and I'm like, why are you risking our lives out here?
The scary part is when you can't see anything.
Anything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I panic.
Yeah.
But I do love the rain when I'm at home. And I was home. I lit some candles. And it was just, I love the rain, but not when I'm on vacation.
Same.
We were saying, oh my gosh, it just feels like we already talked about this. But that is the definition of conditional love. I conditionally love the rain. Because if I only like it when I'm not out driving.
Yeah, I was thinking like people who live in like Seattle where it rains all the time. I think I would maybe like it.
Yeah, you could take vacations out in the
like
sun.
Not like hard rain all the time, but just like gloomy and that kind of weather. I love that.
Like Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So let's get into the questions. Let me pull them up. Oh gosh, I just feel like I feel fake.
I know.
A question that we have is, what is your biggest motivation in becoming a better person?
Oh, for me? Biggest motivation for becoming a better person? I think for me, probably my son.
Dang, your answer changed.
Yeah, like I feel like the more I had time to think about it, I'm like,
wait, I was about to be like, girl, we already talked about this, and you were really, that was a good answer.
Yeah.
That was better than the first one.
Yeah, because I feel like the more I got to digest the question, I'm like, I think so. Like for him and to help him be a better person. And I think if that makes you a good parent is to want to have more patience or, all these good qualities.
I love that. And it makes you want to set the example for your kid. And that is one thing we realize is that kids pick up on their environment.
Yeah.
And we've all done it. And that is such a good answer. A lot better than our first one for some reason.
What about you?
A lot of it is myself and myself telling me that I know I'm capable of being a better version of me. The times that I've drank and I don't feel good about myself, I feel disappointed because I know I'm better than that. And that's one of my motivations. Another one is my future family. I want to be a woman, a great woman for my future family, my future kids, imagine when I have kids.
I know.
Oh, and I just want to be, and I want to become the woman that is going to be a great mom and a great wife one day. And I think it's going to come from just being a better version of me.
Mm-hmm. That's a good answer.
But yeah, a lot of it comes from myself, though, just knowing that I can be better than I was yesterday. Damn, this was better than...
Yeah, I feel like now that we had time to actually think, yeah.
Let me fix my microphone, y'all, real quick. I feel like this thing is... Another question that we got is, Talk about self-improvements like implants, perhaps. I think that if you want to make changes to your body and you can afford it and you're doing it because you genuinely, is that how you say it?
Genuinely.
Genuinely? Oh, there you go. There I go. Genuinely want to do it, then do it, but don't do it for other people.
Yeah, don't do it because it's a trend, or like it could be anything. Like even the BBLs, I feel like they're kind of going out of, not as popular as they used to be. So yeah, I would say make sure you're doing it for you and not just to fit in or anything. And make sure you do your research. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you can do what you want to do.
Yeah, do your research. Go to a good doctor. Don't pay the cheap price because you will pay the price.
You will have to pay for a newer one.
Yeah,
anyways.
don't go the cheap route. I know people who have gone the cheap route and then have to get it redone and pay double what they would have paid if they would have gone to a good doctor. Just, I would say, ask yourself why you want to do it. If it's for yourself, do it. If it's something that you've been wanting to do, don't let other people stop you too. Because, I mean, just do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, if that's going to, but don't do it because you think it's going to solve all your problems, because it's not.
Yeah.
If you think,
there's sometimes where people who don't have boobs feel like they want them, and then people who have boobs don't want them. You know, like you have to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. I feel like
there's pros and cons to that, and that's something you have to think about.
Yeah, I would write them out.
Yeah, write down the pros and cons. Talk to people who have got them done. That's one of the biggest things that I'll recommend you, or whatever it is that you want done. Talk to others that you know that have got them and see what their opinions are on, because they've been through it. And as for like Botox and filler, all that stuff, the same thing. Ask yourself, why do I want it? Don't ever do anything for another man, for another person. Do it for yourself. Because if you're only getting it because your boyfriend likes this or your man thinks, then
then you'll find something else to fix. Like it's
going to be a constant, you're going to keep finding things to fix about yourself. You just have to love yourself regardless. But if it's something that you say, hey, I've always wanted this, I can afford it, I can go to a good doctor, and I am okay with the risks, then do it. And don't let other people make you feel bad for it. Because I know, like, people have made comments to me and to make me feel bad about things that I've done, and I don't care.
People have made comments to you.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Like that. Never. Yeah, just, I guess, ask yourself what's the reason behind wanting it. And if you are younger than 25, don't stress too much about what you look like. You will,
wait it out.
Fit into your body. I feel like when we're younger, our body's just still trying to figure out what they're doing.
We look a little more awkward, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it time.
Give it time. Don't feel the need to get Botox or filler if you are young, because you don't need it.
Like Pamela Anderson, she don't have nothing done, right?
Not anymore.
She did?
I'm pretty sure she did
I
back
said,
then.
She had her boobs?
And I'm pretty sure she had stuff done with her face back then when she was younger.
Oh, so she just took it out?
Well, once you stop doing things, it just dissolves.
Oh.
I think.
We don't know. We're not doctors, so. But yeah.
We did talk about investing in your skincare. That's something that, invest in good skincare and sunscreen and all those things, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter when you're older.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Is your skin, is being in the sun. And our bodies are going to always change. If your man is just with you because of your body, then guess what? There's a million other beautiful bodies out there that he's going to look at.
Yeah. Next question.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm feeling tired, y'all. Okay. How can I make the most out of business transaction and professional interactions? Real quick. This is from a student that was in the class that I taught about social media. So shout out to you. So the most out of business transactions is when you do have a business transaction, follow up with them, keep in contact with them, ask for reviews, and just keep having that relationship with whatever business you have. Keep that relationship going and keep it strong.
Yeah, I feel like your best clients are probably, what is it called? Like when they come back?
Yeah, return clients.
Return clients, yeah.
And they're the ones that are going to give you the referrals. They're the ones that are going to talk about you.
Word of mouth is like the best advertisement.
Yeah, so business transactions, I would say, don't be afraid to follow up, ask for reviews, say, hey, tell your friend about me next time. Just don't be afraid of that. And professional interactions, introduce yourself. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to be the first one to start a conversation and tell people what it is that you're doing. And just don't be a drunk mess at professional settings. But I will say we've all been there. So just don't be a drunk mess at professional settings. Keep it professional, but keep it you. And just don't be afraid of conversation. I know for me, there would be times where I would be at networking events and I would be so nervous to talk to people first. But
I've never been to a networking.
we should go to one as to tell me something good.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they have any for...
Well, there's a lot of like city things that go on in Asheboro, but I used to go to those. I don't know why I would go to them, but I would be around people that I didn't know, and I would have to just kind of not make it awkward. And I'm someone who, I am an extrovert if I know you, but if I don't, I kind of keep it like. Anything you want to add? So this wasn't a question, but it was some advice that someone wanted to give y'all. Strive to see all challenges in life with gratitude and always treat a gun as if it were loaded.
That's good advice. Strive to see every what?
Challenges in life with gratitude. I love that.
I do too.
And always treat a gun as if it were loaded. Yes. We didn't get it that much the first time, but now I get it.
Yeah, I get it now. So pretty much gun safety, be careful.
Yes.
And treat every challenge in life
with gratitude.
With gratitude.
If your challenge, for us, we can give you an example. Some of our challenges have been uploading, editing, but it's all part of the process. Yeah. It's all part of the process. Some of the challenges have been learning how to do certain things, but
when you're doing something, you're gonna have challenges. Like you can't avoid it. You know, if you're learning, like that's how you learn is through messing up.
If you're being challenged, it means you're leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be challenged if you weren't doing something that you were trying to be better at.
Yeah, because it's easy to just be comfortable in. I think that's something for a while where I wouldn't do things just because I didn't like being uncomfortable. And I think a lot of people do that, but you have to, I guess, embrace the challenge.
Embrace the learning. I know we want to get to the end of the finish line. Embrace the race.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Embrace the race to the climb to the top of the mountain. Just embrace it. That's all I have for questions.
Is that all?
That was it. We want to talk about something that happened 2 weeks ago when we went out.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are going to think we are just
troublemakers, menaces to society.
And we're not.
We're really not.
People just, I don't know what.
I don't know. Like, I really had to question that because I'm not a fighter. I'm not someone who looks for drama. I don't know, but okay, so let's just tell the story.
Why does my microphone keep coming down? All right, about 2 weeks ago, we shot a episode, and then we were like, let's go have a little drink at Taco Loco, and we did, and then we decided to go to the bar next door, and we were just chilling, y'all, and we left around 12:15.
Yeah, we left before they closed.
Yeah, we left before they closed. We were the only ones walking out. It was me, Jelly, and Joe that was in the other episode. Y'all gonna really think we're the
I'm
three
like, is it Joe?
Musketeers? I don't know. Well, we're walking down. We're feeling good. We're not even drunk or anything. And we left because I think we were hungry. We were just gonna go get some food. So we were hungry. We hadn't ate anything. We had shot the podcast, had drinks, and not ate. So that's what we were doing. We're leaving, and we run into one of Joe's friends, and I know him. And he brings up how the guys at the end of the road, which we could see, were trying to fight him.
Yeah.
At a party, remember?
Was it at a party or that night?
He said at a party.
Oh, I thought it happened that night.
Well, it was that day, that same party.
So they left the party, and they both were there?
Yes. So he mentioned how he was at, because he said they were at a 15, and those guys were trying to fight.
Was it the one around the corner? Or was that something else?
I think so. It might have been. That would make sense. Oh, we're blinking. Does that mean it's going to die?
Soon.
Okay. So real quick, because this camera's blinking, we are, I don't know if I could say it that quick. Okay.
Let's just try.
Okay. So we are walking out of the bar, and we run into that guy. He kind of mentions the fight a little bit, but we're like, okay, he was leaving. We're walking to the car because we're hungry, and we start laughing because we remember that my sister, we were going to go to the boat the next day, and my sister was inviting everybody to the boat. And we were like, wait, how's Carla inviting everybody to this boat? How are we all going to fit?
Yeah.
So we're like laughing between us, and the guys at the end of the road say, quit.
Why are you They said, why are you laughing? Or what did they say?
They said, quit laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Or quit laughing. And no, wait, what did they say?
Are you laughing at it?
No, I think they were like, y'all better stop fucking laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they said, you better stop effing laughing.
Yeah.
And Joe, because we were like, who are they talking? I think we even looked around. We're like, who are they talking to? Because we were not laughing at them. And Joe's like, make me.
That's like the OG comeback. Like, make me.
Make me. I'm like, are we in middle school or elementary school? But so he says, make me. And they come charging. It was about, I want to say it was about 2 guys and 2 girls.
Yeah.
That's what it was, I believe. I can't remember. There might have been one more other person. And they come charging. And so it starts getting into a little commotion. Commotion, is that the word?
Yeah.
And we're over here trying to stop it. And we're like yelling. We were not laughing at y'all. We weren't. And they just want to fight. I think they wanted to fight.
I think they were drunk and on something else. I could tell by the way they were acting. And I kept saying, like, dude, we don't have time for this. Like, just let us leave. Like, go. And
do you remember first they were fighting and then they shook hands?
Yeah.
I just remember that. So, and we were parked right in front of them. So there was no way we could avoid them.
Yeah.
Like, we were walking down that way. But it was, they wanted to fight Joe.
Yeah.
And we're over here trying to stop it. It was just us outside too. It was kind of scary because, to me, it's scary because, there's 4 against us.
Yeah.
And 2 guys against 1.
Yeah.
So, of course, we start trying to, like, calm the situation.
We're like getting in front, like, trying to calm it down.
Like,
stop.
We're like, we weren't laughing at y'all. And that's when one of the girls comes up and she's like, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry about them. And, obviously we know it's not her fault. And then
the other girl is like, y'all were laughing.
She's like, he was laughing.
The way she did her face, she was like, y'all
you were laughing. I'm like,
so can I be like, yeah, you were.
She was so sure of it.
Yeah, like, yep, you were. I'm like, I see a picture in my head.
And this is us. No, we weren't laughing. And then I was like, the world doesn't revolve around y'all. We weren't laughing at y'all. It literally sounds like an elementary
It
school
does.
fight. And then, so we're over here, this girl, which we're not ones to fight either, but she's over here getting in our face.
Yeah, and I'm not. Yeah, I've never been in a fight, but I'm like I told Jackie, I'm like, I want to swing right now.
And I was like, me too. So we're both, but I'm like literally communicating to her, we were not laughing
Yeah.
at you. And she was so confident that we
Yeah.
were. And you know what? She was probably lit. I'm not going to lie. So she could have.
She could have thought.
You thought. We were not. We were literally laughing about our boat day that we were going to have the next day, honey. We had other bigger fish to worry about. So anyway.
But I'm like, even if we were, like, it ain't like, that's not a threat to you. Like,
yeah.
you know, I feel like I'm somebody, like, unless you physically do something to me, like, I'm not, you know, I don't know. But we weren't.
We were not, though. That's the thing. We didn't even know who they were. We've never
Yeah.
seen these people in our life. And
They
so-
assumed, though, just because we spoke to the guy that was going to fight them, they
Yeah.
made that assumption.
But I feel like we kept it cool. I think Joe did say, make me.
Yeah. But, I mean, I feel like he had the right.
Yeah. He was like, make
Like,
me.
like I was laughing. I wasn't laughing at you, but we live in, like, it's a free country. Like, we can laugh.
Yes. And if we're happy, we're happy. And then they started saying that they were going to kill Joe.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, we're going to kill you. And Joe's like, kill me. Oh my gosh. And that's when people start coming out of the bar. And this man who was white, what did he say?
All he said was like, break it up, like go, like
Go,
Yeah.
keep it moving. And he was like, okay.
yeah, like everybody was.
I was
They
like,
wrapped it up.
thank you, sir, for using your white privilege. And it worked.
Yeah.
But they didn't really stop until Joe's friend came out
yeah.
and he had a gun, which that is a scary situation. This is why you don't start fights, because you never know what's going to happen. I just don't think guns should even be pulled at all.
Yeah. Unless you're physically being attacked and you can't do nothing else.
So he walks over and is like, has a gun, and they skirt
Yeah.
out. Literally, I feel like I saw smoke come out of that car.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is it. Like,
But I don't agree with that. I don't think.
I agree with the right to carry and to protect myself.
I agree with that, but I don't agree
But it hadn't escalated to that.
with
But
things escalating to that matter, because it was already kind of calm at that point, and he
Yeah.
still walked over there with his gun.
yeah.
So I don't agree with that, and I don't agree. But then again, just fights and violence is not a good mix, and alcohol is just not.
Like if I would have remembered that I had my pepper spray, I would have used it.
Yeah, I wish you would have.
Like I didn't, and I've had it forever. I guess I've never had the need.
Next time,
Next time I'm gonna remember.
I've never sprayed my pepper spray either.
Have you been sprayed with pepper spray?
Never.
Oh my god, it's the worst pain.
Well,
I was at a concert and just got pepper sprayed just because I was there.
why?
Because other people were fighting and the security guards just pepper sprayed everyone like. And I remember I was crying.
I would have
Like it hurt so bad. And I was trying to watch the concert.
What concert was it?
It was like Pooh Shiesty, Moneybag. It was like a bunch of big rap artists. And I'm like
Oh my
crying, like trying to watch them.
I could
It's
not.
so painful. So I would have used it and like been like, let's go.
Well, girl, as long as you don't get me, imagine you accidentally get me. I wear contacts. I cannot handle
But I think I could do it from far. Or I would have just been like,
run.
I would have used it as a threat. Like, I'm going to spray it.
Okay, what if you sprayed? I'm sorry, I'm just imagining us actually spraying it and running away.
That would have been the plan. Because they were attacking us. Like, we had the right to, like.
And we were just laughing.
That's
Like,
all we were doing.
and I would say right now, like, yeah, we were laughing at
Yeah,
them.
I would
But
too.
we weren't. We were laughing about the boat. Boats and hoes. Literally. We're like, how are we going to fit all these hoes in this boat?
Exactly.
And yeah, I'm just glad it didn't go too far. a lot of you know, maybe you don't, but I've been in a situation where it did go too far.
Yeah. I think it caused like trauma or PTSD. Like,
Yeah, like anytime I hear even people talking too loud at a bar and they're just like, I'm like, what's happening? Like, let's go. And I remember I would work the bar side of Taco Loco and I would have the worst like anxiety sometimes if I just
People
saw
say.
like too like energy just wasn't hitting right. You
Yeah,
could
like they
feel
start
it 'cause-
arguing. Yeah.
Or you could be like, you could see it. Like I've seen it so many times and I seriously start panicking.
Yeah.
One time there was a fight and I called 911 3 times because they didn't answer.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy, right? They didn't answer.
Why did I think that was it was a guarantee answer?
Me too, but it wasn't. I called 3 and I called from my phone twice. I called from my dad's phone and they didn't answer.
That's crazy.
But I don't know, alcohol, and we talked about this earlier when we shot this episode, and it was just, if you are around people who are always starting fights, or you just, and it's not even, we didn't start anything.
Yeah.
Like both times that we've been in a situation, people, like, first we got hit.
Yeah.
Second, and you know what? Because we handled it with grace, nothing happened.
Yeah.
We could have been crazy. We could have been rowdy. But we don't. But
we could have been confrontational people.
If we met people with the same energy that they did us, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're not like that, because it can get bad. And if you are someone who is constantly fighting, or your friends are constantly dragging you into fights, it can get bigger and they can escalate quickly, and you don't want to be around that.
And some
Over
things you can't.
nothing. And it could be over nothing. The next day you're going to be like, we fought over. You're not even going to remember.
Yeah.
I've seen friends at the bar fight with each other.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
I'm like, they come in best friends and then they're fighting. I'm like, I thought y'all came in together, and they'll be together. They got there together.
And I've had friends who were like that. Like they would drink and like try to put you down or other people, and it's like, I don't know.
They get brave with the liquor.
Yeah.
Liquid courage. But no, just be careful. If you can avoid it. But some people, that's what they're out to do. That's the thing. They go out wanting that. They're like, I feel like getting in a fight today. Like,
and that's why I'm like, I don't know, were they actually trying to fight? I'm glad we could escalate it, but
they were trying to fight, because I'll tell you right now, they were trying to fight that guy, and then they're trying to fight us.
Yeah, I think that's
laughing.
what it was. Like they had like leftover anger from that, and they're like,
let me get.
But I'm like, why didn't they fight him? And
this guy was with his other friends.
oh,
And he's a big guy. Like,
yeah,
he was a big guy.
He saw.
And then of course Joe
was by himself with 2
girls.
girls. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm glad that it didn't go further than it could have. But at the end of the day, you just got to be careful.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to drink, and if you get violent when you drink, maybe liquor isn't for you, honey. Smoke some weed. Get some weeds. They have the I can't ever say this.
THC shot.
She had drank one that night.
Yeah.
I drank one last week, and it had
I
me
was
feeling
chill.
good.
Yeah, I feel like I was feeling good. That's why I was like, y'all, they kind of.
You know what we should do? If we're ever out and we see somebody acting up, we should buy them a shot of that. Yeah, honey.
A chill shot.
It's 1800 Cristalino. No, they about to be high as hell. Go to sleep, honey.
That is, and it tasted good too.
Yeah, it tastes like juice,
Yeah.
right? Like lemonade a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a hack. Well, is that drugging people?
I mean,
If you're acting up.
it's some kind of something. It's a shot of something.
Yeah, I kind of want one right now. So
Floating.
we've been here. It's 9:00. We've been here since 5:30.
Yeah.
We already told y'all we shot a video, realized the sound wasn't on, so then we are now shooting that video again. So if we missed some things, it's because we probably think we said it already. In conclusion, we hope that we gave some pretty good advice, and just, I think the biggest thing about this episode is just be aware of your surroundings and don't get too drunk in public.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I wonder like if they the next day had anxiety, like, oh my God, why did I do that?
And I will say one of the girls, so it was two girls, I think, and one of the girls was really sweet and she was apologetic. You could tell she was just.
And there's usually a person like that in the group. You remember the last time there was a girl too that was just like more chill, like.
She was like, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, and she was pulling her guy friends, and the other girl now, she was
Did we
on the same thing they were. She drank the same thing. I'm not the one to fight either. It's not me. It's not in my character. And honestly, situations like that make me want to really just not go out sometimes because it makes you step out of your character, out of your. Imagine they're like, oh, those are the two girls that got in a fight.
Yeah.
That is embarrassing. You're not going to make me look embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because you want to act up. Honey, fight yourself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight unless somebody touches me.
Yeah, that's the way that I see it. Like, I'm not gonna fight unless you touch me and I'm defending myself.
Yeah.
But imagine just, I don't know.
But it's not classy to be.
It's not classy. Oh my gosh, I was watching Sprinkle Lady.
Oh,
She's like, it's not classy to drink soda.
Oh God.
She's like, if you're gonna go out to a restaurant, you're gonna drink water. You're not going to drink soda, which I think that is hilarious. But no, it's not classy to fight, to start fights. And we've all been there, though, where we get drunk. And honestly, I was in a situation, I was remembering this the other day. When was this? Years ago, where I was lit. And I feel so embarrassed about this. I don't even want to talk about it. But you know what? I have to talk about it because I myself was in a situation maybe like 4 years ago where I was at a bar and there was these two girls who I'd never met. They were really pretty, really nice at first. And then I noticed that my man at the time was there with them the whole time. And I was lit, so I
Your man was with them?
Yes, with his, I think he was like close to their face and blah, blah, blah. So, and you know, I'm obviously this is old news, so it's dumb, but I was getting kind of anxiety about this because I did act a fool that day.
To him or them?
To him. And then and then he went and told them, right?
Oh.
And then, let me tell you real quick what happened. So then I'm drunk, to be honest. This is why the moment I start feeling I want to go home, it's because of situations like this. So I'm drunk and they're like mocking me in a way. And my brother's like pulling me. And it's these two girls, right? So the next day I wake up, anxiety on level 1,000,000. I'm about to text them to apologize. Like, girl, because I know who they are because they're friends with my friend.
Oh.
So I didn't know who they were at the moment, but I knew they were hanging out with one of my friends that at the time, well, she's still one of my friends, and I was like, oh gosh, like I called her and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Like,
girl, how old is you?
And then tell me why I'm about to like message them and be like, y'all, so sorry. Yeah. Because at this point, people know who I am. I'm a real estate agent. My parents, like you start thinking about all these things. So I'm going to apologize. And it's crazy because that night when I got home, they sent me a friend request on Facebook. Like they were messing with me, girl.
Yeah.
So anyway, the next day I'm over here mad at my man at the time. And I'm like, hey, are you sure you didn't know who they were? Upon further investigation, I'm like, you did know who they were because one time they messaged you for one of your services that you provide. And I'm so glad I didn't.
So he was playing in your face. Though.
He was playing in my face. And then I'm like, he followed one of them, even though he told me I'd never, they were playing in my face. Yeah. All of them. So, and I'm over here having like anxiety, feeling like the worst.
I think if I was drunk, I would have been confrontational.
No. Yeah. And then I was like, and this is the part, they don't know that I know this. So imagine, they're still making me out to look crazy. They don't know that I know this. So that next day, like I said, anxiety level 1,000,000. I'm about to apologize. I'm like looking for their Facebook and then I realized one of the girls actually has messaged him, and I've seen it because I don't remember how I seen it. And I'm like, show me your messages with this person because you told me you don't know her, but I remember her messaging you for one of your services. And it was on his recent messages. Why are you laughing?
I'm like, I'm
Listen to this. I'm gonna spill the tea, y'all. It was on his. Now we're on full camera view only. It was on his recent messages, but he had deleted it. So you know when you go on Instagram and you see like when you start a message.
Do you unsend it or how?
No, you could see. So let's say you start. Okay, right here, like you search. These are your recent.
Oh yeah,
people.
your recent.
So she was on his recent, and I'm like, I thought you didn't know her, and he had deleted everything, and I'm like, the whole time you played me in my face. Yeah. Y'all all played me because you laughed at me. They laughed at me. You told me that you didn't know them, and she was asking him for that service. She's like, "Are you can you do this for me?" Or like blah blah blah, and he's like, "Yeah, for sure. Just hit me up." Blah blah blah. Like I'm gonna give you my
I would have been more mad at him.
Yes, I was mad at him, and then he went and told them that I was mad at him.
I would have been madder, right?
But then they started like laughing at me. And so then the truth comes out. Why did he delete the message? Guess why? He said they were flirting with each other.
He told you that?
Yes. That they had flirted.
I feel like stuff like that is kind of justified.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I still get like embarrassed about that because I'm like, I should never argue about
it's
no
just
man.
Like, why was I putting up with that? Yeah,
and not only that, like if my man wants to be with them girls, but I was lit. That's the thing. That was the liquid courage, honey, because I was ready. You know what I told him?
What?
This was so embarrassing. I was like, first of all, if you don't get over here, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then I'm gonna whoop theirs. And he went and told them that. So I had to stand on business. I'd already said what I said.
I feel like you was dating the enemy or something. Like.
And then he went and snitched.
Oh, you had to stand on business.
I couldn't be like, oh, I was just playing. I had to stand on business. I couldn't just change my mind after I already done said it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sometimes anxiety, and even now, I want to apologize for that because that's not me.
Girl, let it go.
Yeah. Because but the crazy thing is they don't know that I know that.
Oh, they still don't.
They don't know. I was never like, girl, why? I know the truth.
Yeah.
I just let it go. But I know. And I don't care. But I just had to clear the air on that for 4 years. Before I get canceled. And we'll talk about that on the next episode. If y'all come, they're going to be like, she talking about rowdiness. She tried to fight me 4 years ago. Okay, but that was my reasoning. And I would never do it again because I ain't never going to fight over no man.
Is that it for this episode?
Yeah, delete that.
That whole thing?
No, just cut it down. That was way too long. Okay, so that was it for that episode. Thank you for watching.
I hope this is a good episode.
I don't know. I feel like I've been drinking just because I'm tired.
But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on TikTok, TMSG Podcast.
Yeah, we're starting to make TikToks.
Yeah. And also Instagram, Tell Me Something Good Podcast.
Thank you for watching, and let us know if you've ever been in any situation like this or any advice you have for us, because I don't know what's going on. Thank you guys for watching. We love you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.